the opportunity to work with you and to learn from you, I get the sense of what makes you who you are and how you've been able to handle the responsibility of being in the public light for such a long time. I want to apologize to you, Paul. I'm sorry. Also, I want to say I'm sorry to Shawn Michaels. Shawn, it's still beyond me that I've been having the opportunity in this lifetime to learn from you, to have.
And I am the voice of the voiceless.
That is undisputed.
Hey, this is TBK here. We are here at the Locker Room of Wrestling News, January 4th edition. Happy New Year to all. We, of course, here now at the new TNT, Toxic News Turmoil. This is where I talk about the news for today. Now, I'll talk about a story, but the main stories I'll be focused on is Britt Baker absence and Velveteen Dream return to WWE. But before we cover these two stories, I want to get to a specific story. So with that being said, let's get into it. We are in here in the lockers at the locker room. So get a seat at the lockers. We're going to cover some wrestling news in the locker room of gossip. With that being said, let's air the dirty laundry. So we here. It talks about FTR, Dax Harwood of the tag team, FTR AEW. He speaks on tag team wrestling, and he says tag team wrestling is a draw and has been for many years. In regards to tag team wrestling, FTR posted the following on X. Over the last few weeks, I've seen people tweet, insert name, should be a singles match, or why they're wasting insert name in a tag team. Y'all, tag team wrestling is a draw and has been for many years. Just because one person held a monopoly over wrestling and didn't care for tag teams, WWE, doesn't mean that's a step down. Rock and Roll Express, Road Warriors, Midnight Express, Arn and Tully, New Age Outlaws, etc. all drew big money. Facts. Tag team wrestling can be the main event, patting us on the back. I feel like we've proven that a couple times. Indie tag teams, the Dawson Brothers and Midnight Heat, were also lauded by Harwood. And this is a tweet that he had that he mentioned. And also, I will mention here that he did also have a little tweet here for it. If I could be able to pull that up for you all. Yeah, that's the tweet he put of that, though. Definitely the tweet he put up. I believe he has a point of that. And this is it right here. I'll blow it up a little bit bigger. And he says it here. He also said, now that my crybaby soapbox rant is over, tag some of your favorite unsigned tag teams. I'll start the Dawson Brothers, the Midnight Heat at Midnight Heat. I love to see everyone else's favorite. So that's interesting that he said that, though. He believes that tag team wrestling is a draw, and he has a point there. Tag team wrestling has been a draw for many, many years, and it still is, to say the least. But yeah, definitely something to be interested in, to think about. Definitely something to think about. But I believe it is. He has a point there. Definitely has a point there. Dax Harwood, he's a very legendary tag team. He knows the history of wrestling. But definitely, he has a point. Like I said, I can't disagree with what he's saying. He has a point of how tag team wrestling's been. What do you guys think of that? Of Dax Harwood speaking on tag teams? I believe he has a point. Some of the best tag teams in the history of tag teams have put tag teams on the map. Now, despite the names other than names he said, We do have the Usos, we have the New Day, we have Street Profits, we have we have the Alpha Academy, we have excuse me, we also have other tag teams, the Creed Brothers that's on Raw. We have Pretty Deadly. They're not bad. People may think they're terrible, but they're not a bad tag team. We have a lot of good tag teams in WWE and also AEW and other companies. Even NXT has great division tag teams. So definitely something that Dax Harwood is speaking on, and he knows what he's talking about. But that's good that Dax Harwood spoke of a tag team. And I think he means the certain names. He's referring to Kenny Omega. Before he got hurt, he was in the tag team with Jericho called the Golden Jets on AEW. They were scheduled to compete for the AEW tag team belts at World's End. Unfortunately, Kenny Omega got an injury, and he just had surgery, and that tag team quietly disbanded as of now. I don't know if they'll go back to being a tag team when Kenny comes back. But I will say that Kenny Omega definitely has been in tag teams before. He's no stranger to the tag team division. But with that being said, he had a good point talking about the tag team division. I think it's definitely a draw. And like I said, some of the best matches on the card over years came from a tag team division, men or women's for that matter. Everybody can't be a singles competitor. Some people are best fit for tag teams. Like FTR, for example. Can I ever see these guys have a great singles run? No. These guys are made for tag team. Both Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. So, no, I can't see them being singles. Sometimes it's good being a tag team competitor. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It's not a bad thing. It's not the end of the world. But he did speak a good thing talking about the tag team division. There's a lot of great tag teams. And some of the biggest stars that had great singles careers like Shawn Michaels, Edge, Booker T, they started in the tag team division. So once again, tag team division is not a bad thing. It's all about how it's being booked. The booking is an important factor. Important key factor. If you got the best tag teams in the world, if the booking is terrible, it's not going to work. It doesn't matter if it's AEW, WWE, New Japan, Pro Wrestling, TNA, don't matter. So that's why I believe that's what that is. So that's the fact of the matter on that one. But like I said, that's all I have regarding the story of Dax Harwood. Speaking on tag team, has been a draw, been for many, many years. You guys in live chat and in the playback, let me know what you think of that. Now, let's get into the main stories. There's got some clips I want to play. If I'm able to, I should be able to. Shouldn't be blocked or anything, but I'm pretty sure I should be good. Welcome to the Locker Room News. Like I said, stay here at the Lockers. We got more. Let's get more into it. Okay, now the story here, we got Britt Baker. It's part of the main event here, the part one of the main event. Britt Baker explains why she took a step back from Spotlight in 2023. And yes, she has been a while from the AEW. Haven't seen her much on TV lately. Britt Baker explains her absence. She was one of the faces of the AEW women's division during and coming out of the pandemic, where she's involved in matches or promo segments. It says here, after AEW All In 2023, where she failed to win the AEW Women's Championship in a four-way match that included Saraya, Kurushida, and Toni Storm, Baker's not been featured much on television, even commented on her lack of promo time in 2023 compared to years past. Let's repeat that. Commented on her lack of promo time. Sound like we got some issues going on at AEW once again. We got some more issues going on, and I knew but that was going on. But let's really dig in and see what's going on. Speaking to DS Shin on Ring the Bell, Baker was asked if there's a reason for stepping out of spotlight in the women's division. She said, yeah, I quote in her words, I quote, yeah, I think with our very passionate fans, they're very vocal with what they want, they don't want, what they like, what they don't like. We listen, I listen. If they are telling me what they want, less or something, okay, I hear you loud and clear. Well, I don't say we want less Britt Baker, so if that's what they want, that's what they'll get. Let me take a step back. Here are the rest of the women. Someone else take the ball and run with it and make the women's division about you, and you be the face of the women's division. No one else can do that. I'll be there to pick up the pieces and do it all over again, she said. Baker has not wrestled since September 16th episode of AEW Collision. I saw that episode, by the way. Great match between these two ladies, where she lost to Chris Statlander, the previous AEW TBS Women's Champion, in AEW TBS title bout. It's unknown when Baker returned to the ring. Not looking good, not looking good. These are some red flags. One red flag, lack of promo time. That's the issue there. Then she also mentioned was when she not returned the ring. And while we talking about lack of promo time, let's click into that. This was back in November 29th, shortly after Thanksgiving. Now she's been irritated. Says she points she's not received any live promo time on AEW Dynamite. And she took the comment on the episode. She knows the AEW World Champion at the time. MJF promo was 7 minutes. TNT Champion Christian Cage got 10 minutes for the segment. The former AEW Women's World Champion then noted she has not had any live promo time on AEW Dynamite in 2023. And this is the tweet she had here back on November 29th, a little over a month ago. And she's appeared in pre-tape promos in 2023. So she put her live promo time all 23 0 minutes. Okay, Christian Cage 10, MJF 7. I mean, Britt Baker, those are champions. I know MJF not champion no more, but he was the world champion. You expect him to get promo time. Christian Cage, also the TNT champion, he gets 10 minutes. You're not a champion, Britt Baker. Why you think you supposed to get what they're getting? Sound a little entitled there, Britt. Come on now. But like I said, let's go back to the main article of the story and see what's going on. Let's see. There's an interview here. And I think this is where they're talking about what's going on with Britt Baker. But it definitely said that she's been out for quite some time. And I don't know. I just don't know if she's going to be, how much longer. I don't know when her contract's up, but it shows when was she, how much longer she, seems like she's unhappy there. My personal opinion. Seems like she's not pleased at all of how the company's going. And seems like she has an issue with how the company has been and everything. She doesn't sound like she's pleased of how things are going. She already complained about lack of promo time. She's also complained about now saying basically she had a very nonchalant attitude with this interview here. Women can do whatever they want to do, blah, blah, blah. I'll come pick up the pieces like you basically come here to save the day of sort. That's what it sounds like to me. But it doesn't look good. Like I said, I don't know what's going on, but AEW been having issues left and right. Every week I hear some issues about AEW. And like I said, we're going to, you know what, enough of this. We talking about it. Let's just be about it. Let's clip in what's going on here right now, and let's see what's going on.
It's a weird territory with fans coming into the dental office because I've never been to WWE. I will never. And a lot of them favorite moments of my career.
Again,
appreciate it so much more.
From being an All In 2018 to walking in that All In.
Favorite moments of my career.
Again, in 2021, 2022, AEW Women's Division was Britt Baker.
Mm-hmm.
Now, 2023 was a little different. It almost seemed like you took a backstab.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any reason for that? You know, taking a backstep from the spotlight this year?
Yeah. So I think with our very passionate fans. They're very vocal with what they want, what they don't want, what they like, what they don't like. And we listen. I listen. So if they are telling me they want more or less or something, then okay, I hear you loud and clear. And a lot of them said we want less Britt Baker. So if that's what they want, okay, that's what they'll get. Let me take a step back. Here's the rest of the women. Someone else take the ball and run with it and make the women's division about you, and you be the face of the women's division. And when no one else can do that, I'll be there to pick up the pieces and do it all over again.
How do you think it's going?
You tell me.
You know, you're also babyface. You're back to babyface right now.
I think it depends who you ask.
Oh, okay.
There's just a lot of people that hate me, and that's okay.
Okay.
It's good to be polarizing because there's someone always feels some type of way. I think if you were like a wrestling booker, I think you would say I'm a baby face. I think if you go cross the lines of like real life and social media, I'm a tweener. Yeah.
Let's talk about women's division.
Yeah.
Because there are so many talented women that people love. Always the complaint is we don't.
Okay, that is the interview that Britt Baker had, where she talks about her absence from AEW. As I read from the article, the thing about it is Britt Baker being honest of what she's saying? Is there some truth to that? That's the fact of the matter. Is she being honest with what's going on? I don't know. That's the question, but it seemed like there's, like I said, she had an issue with AEW. About promo time and everything else, and based off what she said, hearing her and the way her cadence, the way she's talking, I call cap on that. She is lying. Britt Baker does not care. It has a very nonchalant attitude. It sounds like she's at the point where it's whatever, you do what you want to do. AEW, it sounds like she's not getting what she wants. Now she's telling the company, do what you want, it's whatever. You know, women, you take the ball, run with it. If it don't happen, like I said before, she said she'll pick up the pieces, take over everything. She's pretty much saying that because there's so many words she thinks it's going to fail, and they're going to call on her to save the day for AEW because she's been with AEW since an inception in 2019. But she does not look happy, don't sound happy at all. And since she feels that way, since we've heard what's going on, this may ultimately lead to Britt Baker may leave AEW in the near future. I'm not saying it's now, but I believe she's not going to stay there long if she continues to feel that way, unless Tony Khan meets her demands. But I don't see it happening for long. I think she's going to leave at some point because she does not sound happy at all. Let's be honest here. Besides her feeling upset, I think Britt Baker, it's not like she needs AEW. She's a DMD. She's a dentist. You know, Britt Baker, DMD, that little finger, that she does. She does not need it. And I know she signed a multi-year contract extension in 2021. And who knows, it may be up. It may be up this year. But she was a free agent over 2 years ago. Maybe her contract's going to be up. She may end up leaving at some given point, but she does not sound happy of how things been going on with her, and of course that she don't feel like she should do more for the women's division. So she could leave. Like I said, she signed a multi-year contract in 2021. When it's going to be up, we don't know, but I don't see her being there if this continues. Because she sounds a little entitled, don't get me wrong. I know she's been there since day one, but same time, she ain't going to get what she wants. She's going to walk. She may even go to another company. She may just say quit altogether and just continue her dentist, career. But this does not look good from the way she's talking. Or, as I thought at first, she may have been injured or something like Kenny Omega. Maybe she got an injury. But I don't think it's an injury. I think she's just unhappy of how things are going with the company. And I cannot expect her to be there for a long term if this continues, because AEW, I mean, honestly, Tony Khan's running a clown show over there. They do a whole bunch of stuff that's all out of place, out of everywhere. So when you run a company like that, you can't expect your employees to stay long, especially the ones who's been there since the beginning, like Britt Baker herself. So it does not surprise me that more and more people are speaking up and being unhappy with how things are going in AEW. I'm not surprised by one bit, but this does not look good on her end or definitely AEW's end. Now, Britt has been the vocal point of the women's division. She's a former AEW Women's Champion, and I think she wants to be back in the title picture and get the AEW Women's title. Especially, I know Deonna Purrazzo's coming in challenge for the belt, but that's a real life friend. So, but I don't see this. I just don't see Britt staying much longer unless she gets a huge title run. She may stay and get her title run, but if not, if there's a chance she don't get her run, get what she wants, she just leave AEW and forget the whole wrestling industry. The most she'll do is probably independent work. But like I said, she's not starving for money. She is a dentist. But this does not look good on her end at all. She's very up. She sound like she didn't care. I mean, this interview. So she don't give a rat's you know what. She don't give a damn. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. Britt Baker may leave AEW in the near future. Do not be surprised if this woman ends up asking for a release or does not re-sign a contract, because she's been gone for most of 2023 and she already had an issue with no promo time. So this is 2 occasions where she don't care, and now she's talking about the promos, everything. She may walk. She may not re-sign her contract extension, whenever that may be. She may not even do that, for all we know. So this does not look good on her end. So do not be surprised if she's out. She may be out with AEW at some point. But yeah, this is not good at all. Very, very not good. Like I said, hopefully things change and they give her what she wants, because she has been there from the beginning. I have to give her that. She's still there. So no, some definitely gonna have to change for that matter. We'll definitely have to change. Not good at all though on Britt Baker's end. Not at all. No way, no how. But this is a bad look for the company, because every time I look up, like I said before, somebody's complaining about AEW. Whether it's the Hardy Boys complaining the tag team division, whether it's the allegation with Chris Jericho that just happened. Now we got Britt Baker being away for a while, and we have Kenny Omega hurt. I mean, it just do not stop with AEW. What can they get right? I'm gonna start calling them can't get right AEW. That's what's gonna come down to. You guys let me know. I mean, seriously, what do you guys think of this whole situation? Will Britt Baker be around for a while with AEW, or will she walk? And will they ever give her her run that she's been asking for? Because it seems like she wants another world title run. Let's be honest here. That's what she really wants. She's not going to come out and say it publicly. She wants another world title shot. That's what she really, really wants. And that's a matter of time Tony Khan gives her that or not. So I don't know. Just don't look good. That's all I got to say. Don't look good at all. I don't really see anything going off with this. This is not good though for the company. This is very, very bad. This is a bad look for the company. So, like I said, Britt Baker is not happy, as you can see. You can tell, look at her face right there. She looks upset. But what do I know? But I will say this: you can't. Body language speaks everything. It speaks volumes. You cannot. The body language will explain everything, how someone's feeling. But this does not look good on Britt Baker's part. Definitely not for AEW. As a matter of time, she'll be another AEW employee that leaves, or just gonna get what she wants, and it may even cause friction in the women's locker room. Because there were reports saying last year that there were friction in the women's locker room, and I heard Britt Baker's name being the top of the list. I'm just saying. But that's all I have regarding the story of Britt Baker explains why she took a step back from the spotlight in 2023. Let's get back and let's load up another double main story, which is Velveteen Dream. Pull that up now. All right, we are back here. Another part of the main story here at the locker room. We are still at the lockers, but we almost done with the lockers. We almost done talking this gossip in the locker rooms. Patrick Clark, Velveteen Dream, releases a video apologizing to WWE, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, more. Let's see. Velveteen Dream apologizes on Tuesday, January 2nd. He took to Instagram and released near 5-minute apology video. In the video, Clark took full accountability for his behavior. Let me see. He took full accountability for his behavior in the last 3 years, and apologized to the likes of WWE, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, 2T Miles, if I said that correctly. 2T Miles, which is Ashante Adonis, and the fans. Now this is a long apology that he has here, and I believe, out of fairness for everyone here at the TNT in the locker room, it will take me forever to read all of that, and I'm not going to do that. Let's be honest here, but I'm definitely going to have the clip here. We do have it, I believe, and will be played shortly. But before I get into that, I want to mention that Velveteen Dream is a great talent. He's been with WWE. He was with WWE for a while, and I do, hope that things continue to get better for him, and he does what he needs to do to get in the right direction, because we know he was in the right direction. But with that being said, we're going to talk more about the interview, because this is big. See what's going on and how he can get better. Like I said before, like I said, I can't explain to it. He will. Let's play that shortly.
As you've probably seen or heard over the course of the last few years, I want to apologize for my behavior. Both professionally and personally, I always preach to those closest to me about the power of accountability and responsibility, and I take full accountability for my behavior over the last 3 years of my life. When narratives were written about me, it doesn't matter. It didn't matter what was written about me. It doesn't matter what was said about me. It doesn't matter what's on the internet about me. I was wrong. Okay? And because of that, I need to apologize to a few people. First, I want to apologize to the WWE organization. I want to apologize to the WWE organization for any unwanted attention and negative press that I brought to your brand and your product. I want to apologize to the WWE fans and the Velveteen Dream fans, because when you hear the name Velveteen Dream, it should have only been spoken about in a productive and a positive light. Not the name Patrick Clark, as another statistic of what happens when talent and opportunity meet immaturity. Okay? That's not what you spend your hard-earned money on. It's not what you invest your time and your money in. When you look on the TV and you come to the shows, you should escape reality, not have to deal with mine. I want to apologize to the WWE and the fans. I want to apologize to Paul Levesque. Paul, you are such an understanding and patient man and leader, and getting the opportunity to work with you and to learn from you, I get the sense of what makes you who you are and how you've been able to handle the responsibility of being in the public light for such a long time. I want to apologize to you, Paul. I'm sorry. Also, I want to say I'm sorry to Shawn Michaels. Shawn, it's still beyond me that I've been having the opportunity in this lifetime to learn from you, to have your mentorship and your guidance. And I apologize if you feel like you've wasted your time and your energy investing into me. You have not. I'm still a work in progress. I'm still learning, and I remember all the lessons that you taught me. Shawn, I'm sorry. My best friend, Tahuti Miles, I want to apologize to you because before you were tied to me publicly for the support you've given me and you continue to give me, your resume was impeccable. And I apologize for any smudges that I may have put on that resume because of my behavior. You're the last person that should have to deal with anything like that. And I'm sorry, man. I want to apologize to my family, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my nieces and my nephews, because you may read things, you may hear about things, you may be confronted by people who you don't know, and you might feel the need to explain yourselves on my behalf. I just want you to know that you do not have to do that, ever. No one should have to explain anything for Patrick Clark. No one should have to trend because of Patrick Clark. No one should have to answer the questions, oh, where's Patrick now? What did Patrick do? What happened with Patrick? That's not your responsibility. And I don't want you to feel burdened with that responsibility. That's my responsibility. Okay? And I apologize to you all for any energy, negative energy that has had to come your way because of me. Okay? Again, I want to apologize to the fans and those in my professional and personal life that I've affected by my behavior. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I recognize that I was losing myself, and I apologize to anyone that I lost along the way, anyone that I've upset or offended because of my behavior. Man, I'm sorry. And I hope you all forgive me. Thank you.
All right, that is Velveteen Dream's apology. And it was almost 5 minutes, like it said. But that's the thing. Seemed heartfelt. Seemed very truthful to what he said. But the question is, does his apology seem sincere? It seems sincere of what he said, because I know he's gone through a whole bunch of stuff. I believe his apologies are sincere, and he really feel bad of how things turned out following his release. He got caught up in allegations and a whole bunch of stuff with Velveteen Dream. So, like I said, it's been a lot going on with him over the course of, goodness gracious, for a while now, honestly. And I know that he wants to get back on the right direction. But yeah, he's definitely trying to get his life together. And I hope he does. I really hope he does. Like I said, it's been a lot for him. But yeah, I really hope he gets everything going. That's the question. Will he, and when he'll get it together? But I really hope he does, because he really rubbed people the wrong way backstage. And I hope he understands that. He really did. He really did his due, not doing right by it. So, like I said, I don't know. That's the thing, we don't know, but I know he will get right though. So, like I said, with Velveteen Dream, he's been through a lot, and like I say, he's been through a lot. He's been trying to get right in everything, But I know he recently went through some stuff in the past year, and period. But he was a great NXT champion. Great champion of NXT North America champion. But like I said, definitely a great talent. Now another question I have for Velveteen Dream: should WWE ever take him back? What do you guys think of that? Is that something they should do with him? Should he be taken back if he tries to get back with the company? Because this could be a stunt to try to get back with WWE. Because reportedly, I said it here too, that Velveteen Dream, they almost brought him back in 2022, the summer of 2022, but ultimately did not happen. They decided not to take him back. Now the WWE's under new management. They've been, purchased by Endeavor. Or they take him back now. Not a substantive change. And do they believe that Velveteen Dream has turned over a new leaf? Even before this apology, and especially after this apology, will they see him as a different man? That's the thing. Will they take him back? And they might do that. I could very well see that happening. And also, too, regardless of what happened to him, I'm going to put this up now. Now, this is here of what happened to him. What happened to Velveteen Dream. We see right here. This is the video I have of. You check out my channel. It'll say why former NXT star was released. So this is him here. This is the video I have. You want to check that out. It explains what happened to him, and it explains him getting to another situation with current NWA champion. Let's see. Yeah, current NWA champion. That's champion of NWA, world champion. I'm sorry. So he had an issue with him as well. And I know it was a rumor of him going around doing what he was doing, but this is the video that talks about it. And I know, like I said, he's been through a lot of issues. It's Ethan Carter, EC3. He talks about that situation with him. But I just wanted to make that clear. That's the video. It tells you what's going on with him and what led to his release and how his life went to shambles. But also, I wanted to go back to the article. Let's see. We'll talk about what's going on now. Fast forward to right now of how he's trying to get better with his life. Yeah, he came out with an apology. So, like I said, I think he may get another shot. He may come back. Velveteen Dream may very well come back to WWE. Don't be surprised if he gets re-signed. Because, like I said, this apology came out of nowhere. He says it's been over 3 years. And he was released in 20, mid-20. Now we're in 24. He may come back. You got to remember, Velveteen Dream's still young. I believe he's 28 now. He was very young, so it's not like he's a spring chicken now that's in his late 40s, early 50s. He's still a young man, so he still has some time left, in his wrestling career. He just got to get the stain off his name and get better. He's a great talent. Like I said, former NXT North American champion, did his thing as champion. He had the longest reign of NXT North American champion for the longest until Wesley recently broke that record last year. Because, like I said, they didn't want his name in the record books because he has such a bad reputation. Hopefully, he sheds that bad reputation and he gets back on the right track. But do not be surprised if this man comes back in WWE. Now, I'm not condoning what he did of all the allegations, but he is a great talent. Should he get another chance? That only remains to be seen. What happens with with Velveteen Dream for that matter. But don't be surprised if he comes back. Like I said, he's a great talent. Can't forget of the hard work he's done. Like I said, what he's done outside of WWE and all the allegations, I am no fan of by any means. I don't think it's cool at all for the stuff he got caught in. I think it's terrible. But he is a great talent, and Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and the rest of the WWE management, they may give him another shot. So don't be surprised, especially with with NXT moving to CW. He may not even go to NXT right away. He may even go to NXT level up for all we know. But don't be surprised if Velveteen Dream is back in WWE ring at some given point. Maybe begin this year or later this year, middle this year or late. Does not matter. He may be back because this apology was a surprise. I know it's a little late that I covered it, but this needs to be highlighted because I covered Velveteen Dream's issues before. But this is definitely something that needs to be discussed. Definitely needs to be discussed. What do you guys think, though, of this issue of him apologizing? Live chat and in the playback in the comment section. This is something that's big for Velveteen Dream to do, to come out and apologize to everyone and take accountability for his actions. Being responsible as a man for what he's done and accepting what comes with the responsibility. So this is big of him to do that. I will give him that much. But only time will tell. And this is all I have regarding Patrick Clark, aka Velveteen Dream, released this video, apologized to WWE, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and more. And this is all I also have for Locker Room Wrestling News. This is the end of the Locker Room. No more locker room gossip here. No more dirty laundry being aired. You guys go, you leave the lockers, go back to whatever you guys do, working, relaxing, whatever. Other than that, whatever you do, just be safe. And that's all I have regarding the Locker Room News. Soon 2 videos will pop up. Top 5 things to know about this legendary wrestler. Second video, women of the past who had issues with this company. Until then, it is OUT.